guys. All right, we are obviously not at the homestead today. We're at a peat bog, harvesting some peat. We don't really have any debt or bills, but we do take a seasonal job from time to time to make a substantial purchase. We will be in the market for a backhoe or excavator in the coming year, so we'll take a plug here and there. This year it is at a peat bog, but I'd never seen it harvested. Maybe we can wisen you up to how it happens. Anyway, thanks for joining. Stick around. We'll show you the ins and outs of sphagnum peat moss. There is a little bit of controversy with it. People tend to argue that it's unsustainable. I can say this peat bog here will never be completely harvested. The harvest season is just too short. Only a couple months before it freezes back over. But nonetheless, here it is. These are the bays. Those are the guys unloading their peat up there. They have some technical difficulties. I think one of them flipped over or something. Not uncommon. But just to get an idea. So this is the peat. This is a ditch we cut in for drainage purposes. I mean, prehistoric roots. This stuff goes back, but just a cross section. It's just peat, man. And when we harvest, we literally take off the top couple inches. They windrow it into that. It gets harvested into the back of the haul cart. Still a little warm here, but the leaves have started changing color. It gets chilly at night. I think we got some 30-degree temps coming next week. We had one frost, but it is just absolutely beautiful here. And this here is a big pile of peat. That is what those guys over here, those guys, you can see that in the distance. That's an excavator trying to right a cart somehow. I can't tell from here. But so over there, what they're doing is they're building a stack like a mountain of peat like this. They'll drive up on it, dump the peat out of the cart, alternate positions, drive up what they just dumped, and skyward they go. And the one thing everyone knows about peat is its water retention, second only to its water repulsion. So if you stack peat up and you peak it like a pyramid or a prism, water will not infiltrate. It will roll right off, and you can keep it outside like that. Or if you just have like a small homeowner's amount, you mound it up, peak it, keep it for years. Once it gets wet, however, good luck getting it dry. That is the double ridger. That guy will draw the peat into a row for us. This is a picker. I think it's a modified potato harvester. This is where we're going to start harvesting this morning. The conditions aren't awesome, but we're going to do it anyway. There's the double ridger down there. He makes passes, windrows the peat, top couple inches. We're going to come in there with this machine, the picker. We're going to scoop it up on that. It's going to convey up. We're going to dump it into a haul cart. Haul cart's going to take off, and I don't know if you can see through the trees right there. That is a pile of peat, and what happens is the haul carts will build a pile. They'll drive up on top, dump it off. Next one will drive on top of that, and they'll build it skyward. into the right position. Looks very good. Looks better. We'll let this guy catch up on me on the other side and we'll finish him off. Alright, this is a haul cart. We're going to get that guy loaded up. Once we start rolling, it's going to get pretty shaky, man. I can't do anything about that. It's pretty loud, too. Here we go. Hold on, guys. Here's the second victim. part. Run the conveyor belt empty just because it's so heavy. There's unnecessary weight. Whatever falls on the ground will just get bridged again. It falls on the ground, gets squeezed together, and harvested again. So this is a pile of peat. Everyone knows peat moss's water retention capabilities, but it's second only to its water repulsion capabilities. We'll harvest this stuff. They'll mound it up here. They'll drive their haul carts up here, ultimately make a giant mound out of it. Excavator will come and peak it. If you just put it in a peak like that so the water will run down, it will stay out here all year. Water repulsion, it does not absorb, runs right over the edge and on into the ditches. So this here has been rained on for an entire year. Snow, ice. We'll dig down just a little bit. Still a little wet there, a little moist. So this guy here is running a set of spoons, is the term they use. And it is essentially an implement drug behind the tractor that flips the peat into little ridges. And you'll drive over it again and it'll kind of flip them back the other way. It's in efforts to dry. So first they get spooned. So we get you out of the window. So it goes from spooning to double ridging. I'll bring the picker in there, fill up the haul carts. Haul carts get brought over, start making those types of piles right here. They'll climb up them, dump them out. Once that's done, they will peak it, and that will be the inventory they pull from. And here's the double ridger coming by. Climbing the pile to dump it. So that's sphagnum. That is sphagnum peat moss getting harvested. Anyway, appreciate you hanging out. I was forced to be here. I appreciate your volunteering. Anyway, hopefully we'll be back from the homestead. Take care, guys. Thanks again.